No follow versus do follow. So blogs became really popular, really easy to set up, really accessible for a lot of different people, and then spam came. Right? Great website. Sex DVD, comedy DVD, Enigma DVD, DVD movie rental. I mean, this is just garbage, right? So this was pretty typical 5-10 years ago, right? A lot of spam on blog comments and things like that. And so Google came out with a new tag. They basically created what's called the rel nofollow tag. So they created a new tag to still let people link, but without letting any of the authority pass through, right? So we talked about PageRank and the idea they basically tried to put a value on a link. So then it created this whole culture of, oh, PageRank, cool. Well, I just need lots of links from PageRank, from high PageRank sites. And so all this spam came in, right? With people saying, making one-line comments and then plastering it with links. So Google said, okay, let's change this. Let's create this tag called the nofollow tag. And effectively what it does is you append it to a link and it doesn't pass the value of that page rank. So everything still looks the same. The links are still there. People make that contribution. But you effectively don't get the vote, the authority, the link juice. There's a lot of words for it. Of that page. And so they created this tag, and it probably worked for a little while, but now it's not that straightforward. And this can be a little bit controversial. There's a lot of different schools of thought on this. There's a lot of people that think a lot of different things, and you combine that with the fact that this is always changing. It can be a little bit messy now. So there's plenty of people out here that would disagree with me on this. There's plenty of people that would agree with me on this, but this is my take on nofollow links. So Google basically said, okay, PageRank matters, links pass PageRank, but we'll create this nofollow tag that says there's too many spammers out there, so let's create this tag that allows webmasters to not pass authority, right? So a lot of out-of-the-box CMS systems do this. When you set up a WordPress blog, it will default to this, it'll add a nofollow tag. So when you place a link on someone's WordPress blog, you're not going to get the PageRank passing through. So a lot of websites default to this now. But what this did was this created a culture of what people call do-follow links. And that's what's funny about search engine optimization is Google does something and then to try and prevent manipulation and all these other things, and it usually creates this like roundabout culture where people just try and get around it. So what happened was Google created this nofollow tag, and then people basically said, okay, then I only want links that don't have the nofollow tag, or we've nicknamed them do-follow links, right? So that created these people who only went for do-follow links. But here's the problem. Search engines really expect a healthy mix of no-follow and do-follow links, right? Actual ratios are debated, and what they're looking for is debated, but the rule of thumb is your link profile should look natural. So if you have 100 links and all 100 of them are not no-follow, or do follow, right? It just looks fake. It looks synthetic. It looks like you're buying links or you're doing something manipulative. So you have to keep that in mind, right? So here's the other part that gets confusing. Google claims that no link juice is passed through, but it's fairly well documented that there are instances where it does pass through. So there's a couple of case studies out there about people creating websites and they get a single link from Wikipedia. All Wikipedia links are no-follow links. And there's a bunch of case studies where people will get one link from Wikipedia and their rankings skyrocket. So this is me coming back to whenever you listen to what Matt Cutts say, whenever you listen to what Matt Cutts says, you have to take it with a grain of salt because he has to talk to everyone, right? And so they can't say, oh, we're doing this now or we're not doing this now. They do need to be a little bit secretive, otherwise people would just reverse engineer everything that they do, right? So they claim that the nofollow tags don't pass page authority, but in some instances they do. And I know that was really confusing, and I'm sorry that it's so wordy, but here's the rule of thumb. You can forget everything I just said if you remember this. Don't forget about traffic, right? The rule of thumb is to build links like it's 1995, when we really didn't rely on search engines as much. We really went into our different verticals and our forums and where other people who were like-minded to us, and we exchanged links, pass links, send people to the right resources. That's the strategy you want to take. Build links like it's 1995 when we didn't rely as heavily on search engines. Sometimes the best traffic is referred traffic from your backlink building, right? So focus on getting links for traffic, and you won't have to worry about this at all. You really shouldn't, you don't need to factor in all these things we've talked about when you do your link building. And so the point is, if you get a link that's bringing meaningful traffic and people are converting on your website, do you even care if it's no follow or do follow, right? It really doesn't matter at that point. So it's good to understand these principles, but hopefully my point is that you internalize this and forget it. And that's kind of the takeaway.